So since the ball is in the middle of your body and your arm is pointed in this direction, now the arm is going to have to go in this direction to get online. Okay, so now you've pushed right of the target line. All right, and now see all the bumping going on here? See that?
Yep.
Approach is great. Timing's a little early. We're going to work on that. Now, what saves this whole thing is the fact that your swing tucks. That's what saves this whole thing. Okay. So the ball goes from here. Your hand actually comes over the top a little bit. So what saves this whole thing is the ball actually goes inside that line and your shoulder ducks underneath. That's what makes you a good player.
Okay.
Without that move, you'd be not very good.
Okay.
So what we want to do is try to take that and make it a little more consistent. So that, to me, that's that spot right there. The fact that the ball falls to the inside of that line right there is really the deal. Alright, so here we go. Go left and then right. And you can actually see, if we zero in on the ball itself, that the weight of the ball is mostly between your middle finger and your index finger. Okay, well that's going to make you go around it. And I'm going to show you where weight distribution and where you put it can make a big difference in your axis rotation. So again, left and then right. Alright, so I'm going to mark your swing here a little bit. So you see how you're kind of tipping. Alright, so you got good spine tilt here, right? This is really good. Now you don't have any. So that's from pulling the ball back. See, everything is, for every action, equal opposite reaction. So even look at your angle of your hips. Your hips go like that, and your whole body goes this way. So that's part of the reason why the ball is getting behind you too, is you're lifting, you're pulling it back with your tricep. You're doing this. So if I've got to pull something back, usually if I do this, I'm going to tend to do this, as opposed to staying here and just letting the ball come back on its own. Alright, so that's how your ball tracks. Now that's actually a good thing. Just to let you know that. No, it's a very good thing, because that keeps that hip rotated forward. Okay, keeps that hip rotated forward and puts a little resistance on this side right here. I like that a lot. And it gets your knee out of the way. Yeah, I wouldn't mess with that at all. Now look how tight that is. That's even tighter than it is here. So because of the alignment, everything has gotten a lot as tight as we can get it. Now look at your hand, where your hand is here. See that shoulder go that way and that way? That is pulling the ball back online from your old alignment. Now that compensation takes a while to get rid of, but you can see, look at your follow through. Just look at the angle of the follow through here. Now, this doesn't look like a lot, But when it comes to ball reaction, it's a ton. Huge. You can even see that this shoulder right here is staying back a little bit more relative to that. You see that this shoulder's back a little bit further than this one, because you have to go more forward with this shoulder to get it online. You don't have a choice. See that? See that? See the rotation? And this shoulder actually lifts up. That's big when it comes to ball reaction. Much more on the side of the ball here. Probably 10 degrees just because of alignment. So the angles are changing, and therefore the compensations that the body will create will change as well. See, so eventually your body type see where his hand is? That's what we're looking for right there. See, there's no manipulation there. The ball just goes up and back. And then the elbow actually ends up inside the hand. That's what we're looking for. See how you still tend to go up? He's going down. Everything's going to the floor. That's also going to help you with getting everything to the floor. We want you to think, we never want to go up now. We really want to go down. But the thing that saves you is that the ball falls to the inside part of the lane, right there, and your thumb gets out quick. I mean, your thumb is out at your heel. Otherwise, you would really see that ball go up, and the ball would be pretty inconsistent in the mid lane. Look at open palm. Elbow in. You're a lifter. See your wrist do that at release? Okay, we're not changing that. See how much quieter that hand is coming through the hit zone there? Your fingers are literally going from probably 5:30 to 5. Here the fingers are going from like, because remember your hand's cocked, so your fingers are sitting over here. Your fingers are going from like 6:30 to 5:30. So for you to do this correctly, it's got to feel like a backup ball. You know, we're really looking more for this. In the end, we're looking more to this. See where his fingers are? He's literally going from 6:30 to 6 to 5:30, something like that. That elbow, see that elbow? See that elbow go in? It's the wrist that's doing it, not the forearm. Your whole arm is turning to the side. And then look at your shoulder. See that shoulder get in front? how far back that gets. Look where his shoulder is. See how everything goes down to the floor? Stops rotating and goes down to the floor. We're going to work on that after lunch. All right, let's see. That's about as early as you want to be right there. That's about kind of start it with the first step. That's about as early as I want to see right there. So let's see what happens here. Long third step. All right, so you see how, so what we want here is, there's no lag here. So the ball is already starting to come down as this foot compresses. All right, and we don't want to see the ball come down until about there. So when you get here, this foot needs to be out here. All right, so now if you look at the distance the ball and the foot travel. So if you look at, watch how far the rhythm or the speed this is traveling versus this. So now when you get here, your leg's barely getting out of the way, and you're still sliding as you're letting it go. So you're getting no resistance from the ground. So if we got you in this position and the ball was more here, and when you get here, that foot's out in front. We want that foot out in front there. And I'll show you. That's why you're. So the ball goes up, there's no delay there. So once I get to the top, right there, right there. 1, 2 frame clicks, and it's coming down already. All right, so let's push the ball out on 2 instead of 1. Let's just delay this just a little bit. See the ball speed up? That's you pulling it back. Gotcha. So here's your normal shot right up here in the left corner. You can see the ball get up there. It's pulled back. You can see the ball accelerating. Ball goes really fast back and really fast down. There's just no delay here at all. All right, and here we're looking at Diana, obviously. Her squatting into the ground, really getting down into the ground and using that ground to create leverage. You see the distance here between her legs, how low that right leg gets. The other thing we can work on is you got to get that right leg a little lower. Okay, and then here we see another version of Norm Duke. She's not quite as delayed, but he compensates by really, you can see how fast this foot is moving. So that foot, he's really getting that ball out there, that foot out there to beat the ball. And then he ends up what USBC would call L1. But it's the weight transfer that beats the ball. So if you look at how fast this foot's moving, the foot's moving faster than the ball. If you look at this, the ball and the foot are moving about the same speed, right? Same thing with D. I mean, this foot's moving a lot faster in terms of distance, and the ball's moving. Okay, and then here in this drill, so you get to the left side now, and now we're in this position. What I like is when the ball gets to be about shoulder height, I like to see a good distance between your feet. I want to see this foot poking out in front of your head just a little bit, okay? And I want to see about 80% of the weight on your front leg in this position, 80 to 85, okay? When the ball gets the When the ball gets to the hollow of the leg, I like to see 100% of the weight on that foot. Okay, now this is a little bit more delayed than I'd like to see, but again, just to get you to feel the separation between you transferring that weight to your left side and getting in that nice strong position as opposed to there. See the difference? That is the key. Okay, and your rev rate's going to go up. So it's the momentum of the body and gravity that's pulling the ball down and not you pushing down on top of the ball. Three. Bend that knee a little bit. See the knee bend? Now look how short that step got. Twice the separation already. Okay. Should we back it up to there? That's what it needs to be. Now look at this. Now walk with all the weight is off your leg right there, right before it gets to the hollow of the knee. And then your foot is stopped when you're letting it go. Here, still sliding. Okay, so we didn't change when you got the ball in the swing, which was most coaches do. We're changing your posture and the rhythm of your swing in order to hopefully help create some delay. This is still too steep because of this arm. So eventually, I'm going to have you do some swinging slides. I'll show you this drill. So we really want the ball to be more like that and the arm to be more like that. Even this is fine. To me, that's the best right there.
I would much rather have everything in that position.
So you can see how much you're bending at the torso, right? But now this foot's gotten shorter. So now look at the delay you got now. All right? Right there's the top of the swing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 clicks. Before it was 2. We'll watch Norm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 7, 8. About 8, 7, 8 clicks. Hers is a lot more. Very nice, sir. Okay, so we got 3-step drill. See, now you're starting to get some delay. See that? Now look where you're at. We drive that knee straight to the floor, and we can try to get that knee really low. So you see the angle here you have with your knee, and we showed you Diana. So see that angle right there, and she's more. That shin is pretty flat. Look at your posture. And look at the width in your legs. Look at that. Look at that width. So you're still throwing it here. Let's play it real time. We can try to get that knee really low. So you see the angle here you have with your knee, and we showed you Diana. So see, Look at that rhythm. Look at your posture. See?
Yeah, it's pretty much staying the same.
How about it?
Who would have thunk it?
Who would have dunk it? Versus this.
It's just all over the place.
Still really, you know, you're really good. Okay, so I like that right there. I like when you got weight on both feet. They're kind of 50-50, and the ball's kind of in the middle of your crotch. I like that. See, now you go down now. It's just a little bit. If that bends a little bit more, this doesn't go that way. Understand?
Yep.
Okay, and if this bends a little more, this doesn't come back as fast. This is going back really fast because you're doing that. Much better position. Okay, so now this is starting to get in front of the head. Almost. In this position, Diana's got her knee isn't there. Okay. Before you were right there.
Oh yeah.
Now the reason why you're still sliding through is this whole thing needs to be closer to the foul line. Otherwise you're just going to slide till you get there.
Yeah.
So that's really good. This is needed. So I think you just need to move up a foot.
Okay.
Yep, about a foot. 'Cause that's where the foot needs to stop right there.